Hi all, my name is Arjun Das and I am working for Apagen Solutions as a Odoo technical consultant. And this video is all about creating a new module in Odoo 18. Okay, so let's begin with the creation. So here I have given Odoo underscore 18 underscore dev as the custom add-ons path. So inside this folder we are going to create our custom modules, and I have already defined this path in the conf file. Okay, for the add-ons path I have defined this as my custom add-ons path. Okay, so let's go back and create a module naming visitor management. This will be acting as your technical name of your module. Okay, so let's create a Python file init. Then let's create a manifest file. We will copy a manifest from the source code. Before that, let's create a okay. So let's go back to the source code and let's get a manifest file. Yeah, we will copy this. Copy, then paste it here. Change the name to your module. Management. Okay, then we will change the version as 18.1.0. Category we will change into summary manages the visitors to the organization. Okay, then in the depends we will take base data. We will remove the files for now. Installable we will add it bottom, and we will also remove these parameters. Okay, we can also add one more parameter called application and define the key value as true. Okay, semicolon. Yeah, okay, so now this is done. Let's go back to our file. We will create a models directory. We can create Python packages. Okay, so what at the time happen is that we will all automatically get a init file. Okay, so I'm going to create a Python package. Name is models. So we have the init file, and inside here we will create a Python file called visitor. Okay, and we will initialize or call this file inside our models init file. Okay, and we will also call models in the outside init file from dot import models. Okay, so that's done, and we will add the code here. I actually already done the coding here, so I will just copy and paste it here. I will explain what I have done. Okay, so here basically we are calling models and fields from Odoo. Then we are giving the class name as visitor and name of the model as visitor management. Okay, then we are giving the description and we are defining our fields over here. So there are only basic fields called name, phone, email, check-in, checkout, purpose, and person to meet, and the status. And we also have two functions. I will explain the functionalities while I define the view. Okay, so as this is completed, let's go to the security. We need to create a security folder. security. Okay, and inside security we will add a file ir.model.access.csv. Should be a CSV file. For getting the details inside this file, you can go inside the add-ons, open new model, and you will get the details. Copy the details, proceed, go back to our CSV, paste it over here, and change it to our need. So ID is the ID of this access. So we will give it as access underscore visitor underscore management, and model name should be access dot visitor dot management. Okay, model should be model underscore visitor underscore management. Okay, so we will copy here and we will paste it over here. Okay, for our current scenario we will leave the group as empty. So if you want to leave the group as empty, we can leave the area empty, and we will make the permission to read, write, create and update, delete to true. 0 means false, 1 means true. Okay, so that's done. Now what we will do is that we can yeah, this is a folder. We need to give the security declared inside our data. Okay, so we will get the path of our security, copy, then we will paste it here. Okay, just add a comma after that. Then we will declare our views. Okay, views, and inside that we will create a XML file called visitor.xml. Then we will give the standard codes. It should be inside the Odoo tag, and we need to bring in form, then list view, then the action, then the menu item. Actually I have done it over here. I'm just copying the code and I will explain what I have done. Okay, so here this section is for form view, this is for list view. Previously it was tree view in the previous versions of Odoo, but currently we having list view. Okay, and here the action of this menu item. Okay, this menu item has this action, and this is our root menu. Okay, visitor management is our root menu. So I will explain. So you can get the form view from our source code by searching the form. Okay, if you search the form, you will get the form view. Okay, these all are form views. You can copy the data from the respective add-ons and you can make the changes. Okay, so currently what we have done here, we are giving the form a string as visitor form, and we are giving the fields inside the sheet tag. Okay, so starting we are giving a header tag inside the sheet. This header tag will work as giving the status. Okay, first it is defining the status. After that we are giving two buttons, button 1 and button 2. The buttons are the type of object. If you can see here, the type of the button is object, and one button name is check-in and one is checkout. Okay, so what will happen that this will go inside this model and check for the function action check-in. So if you see here, you can see the action check-in, and while the button is clicked, the function will work. Okay, so there are two types of button in Odoo. One is action and another is object. The object type of button is used here in our current view. Okay, and here we are giving the attribute as invisible, which means the check-in button only should be visible in draft. Okay, and in here the checkout button should be only visible in the check-in stage. Okay, so that is defined here. And here we have the definition of our fields: name, phone, email, and everything. Okay, we can give separate group here. Okay, I will show you. And we will separate this to another group. Wait a second. We will add another group here, and we will separate this fields inside this group. Okay. So this is all about our form view, and this is all about our tree view or list view. So here we define name, person to meet, check-in, checkout, and the status. Okay, and here is our action tab, action record. First it will get the list view. Inside list view we have the form view, and this is our menu item. Each menu item will have an ID, name, and the sequence. Okay, so this is the parent menu item, and this is the child menu item which inherits the parent. Okay, so this visitors menu item will come under visitor management menu item. Okay, so I think it's we need to declare the view also inside the data parameter of our manifest file. So I will copy the path, paste over here, remove the access, then comma, then we will run the code. Let's see if it's working. Okay, we can update the app list because it is our new code or new module, right? Then let's, okay, we have our module here. Let's activate it. Okay, yeah, you can see we have our module over here, right? So here we can also do one thing. We can add a icon if you want. I think I will show you that also for the next video. We will show that. Okay. So here we can create new records. Okay. Let's create it by visitor name is John, and he's came up to meet Dave. Okay, and his phone number is 123 for an example. Purpose of visit meeting. Okay, then we can enter the mail if you can test at example.com. Okay, so we added our details of the visitor, and what we'll do this time is we can click on check-in. Okay, while we click on check-in, the check-in time automatically populates over here. Okay, so if we go back to the visitor management tree view, you can see the check-in time and the person's name. Visitor name is John, person to meet is Dave, and the check-in time is the time which we have checked it right now, and the status changed to check-in. Okay, so if we click and open this record, there will be a button called checkout. Okay, this button, what will this button do is that it will check out from this visit. Okay, so if you need to see the functionality of these functions, let me do one thing. Print Okay, so if we click on this function or this button, what it means that it will run this function. Okay, so I will show that you in the logs. So before that I need to restart the server and reload it here. So it is reloaded, and if I click on this button, the checkout time is added, and you can see in the print statement is showing here ended. Okay, so that is the functionality of button, which is linked with our functions in this model. Okay, so this is the working of basic working of a visitor management module, and this is how you can create a model or a module, custom module in our Odoo 18 environment. Okay, so if you have further doubts or any suggestions regarding creating the module or the working, you can contact us. The contact details will be shared in the description. Okay, now thank you for watching our video. Thanks, bye.